Matty Davis, good little break. It's been a nice little amount of time off just to recoup and recuperate. How are you feeling?
Yeah, great, mate. It was a good few days off. We had the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We trained really hard throughout that week until the Friday, and then we've had 3 days off. So really good little break for us, and we were back. We were back yesterday, and I think the boys are pretty fresh going into this Friday against Casper. Yeah.
And was there a lot of reflecting going on during that little bit of time off about just how the season started as well?
Yeah, I guess sort of like from the boys. I think that week going into the time off, we sort of sat down and we spoke about where we're at, and we sort of reviewed the Leeds game and stuff like that, and we're happy with where we're at, but there's a lot more to go. So yeah, definitely reflection. So yeah.
And like you say, you've got Castleford coming up, obviously this Friday, back from the international break. A game I dare say that you're probably favourites for. That's the first time this season.
Yeah, I think Casper always been a good team, you know, and obviously they've not had the best start to the season. So, but I wouldn't say we're necessarily favourites. We're just backing ourselves, you know. We'll back ourselves. We won't worry about that sort of stuff.
I mean, in terms of Casper, they've obviously had the same kind of break, so I guess it's been a chance for them to kind of reassess kind of where they're at. So like you say, it's going to make for a tough game this Friday, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Casper, you know, they've always got a big pack. They've got good players in the team, and they've got a big back five as well, so we've got to do a good job on them, and then just see where we're at, really. But yeah, we'll be firing.
I mean, personally, how have you made your start to the season? Obviously, you've been kind of interchanging with Edwin at hooker this year. So how have you found that going forward this year?
Yeah, I'm sort of, Lammy's got me back in sort of a loose forward position now. So yeah, I'm enjoying that, coming off the bench now and again at loose. But yeah, I played 9 for a bit, start of the season for the first sort of 6-7 games with Ed, and I was enjoying it, mate. Not a position that, you know, I'd usually play, but one that I enjoyed, and anything for the team, do you know what I mean, mate? Anything that I can do for the team to help us out. So yeah, I enjoyed it, mate.
And now, obviously, going back to loose forward, obviously, is that a favourite position of yours? Is that your preferred position?
Yeah, I'd probably say so, mate. I mean, like, I suppose me coming off the bench, I can cover a couple of positions, so it's ideal, like a bit of utility, mate. So yeah.
In terms of obviously the rest of the boys coming back, I mean, have you noticed that little bit of a glint in some of their eyes now that they've had that little bit of a break? Was like, so, was there a freshness to training that may not have been there before?
Yeah, I mean, a break's always good. Sometimes you forget you're a rugby player, you know, after a few days off and stuff. But no, it was good to have the break, and great to come back in. And the boys, to be fair, we've had 2 really good days of training. We've been firing well, mate. So I think we're ready for it. Yeah.
And obviously Castleford coming up, it's going to be another great event at the Leopards Den. Yeah. Like I said, the fans are going to be here in numbers as well. Yeah. I've got to say, is there that same sort of anticipation with the players that there is, like the fans about the match days coming up to this place at the moment?
I think, mate, like we've had a few games on the Thursday, Friday night down at the Den, and it's been outstanding. Like, the fans have been awesome. Yeah, obviously Derek's got the axe on, he's got the fireworks going, a lot's going on, but obviously our head's pretty fixed on the game, but we do see what's going on. The fans have been class. We go and do our warm up down in the bottom left hand corner of the pitch, and it's booming down there. So we do feel it as soon as we come onto the pitch. So it's just it's a great party atmosphere. Yeah.
And obviously, if you do win, obviously that takes one step closer to the top 6. I think that's a major change, obviously, in mindset, isn't it, from the start of the season? I think with the new club coming up, you're thinking, well, looking right at the down, but that's not the case now, is it? You're looking up rather than down.
Yeah, well, I think even before we played a game, we were looking up, mate. To be fair, you know, the players that we've got in our squad, and you know, Lammy and Chezzy signed in the squad, there's no reason why we should ever look, you know, below us. So we're always looking up as a team, and we're just sort of backing ourselves, like backing what we can do, and we're thinking about, like, you know, the big picture and where we can go as a team. You know, we're not looking below us, we're not looking too far ahead. We're looking completely on ourselves and what we can do as a team. Yeah.
And obviously, you know, you say you're not looking too far ahead, but when obviously the cup draw was made, obviously we've got Wakefield that's come out. I believe that's going to be on a Friday night as well. Has anybody kind of had a little squint towards that at all, and maybe thought about a little cup run? Because I certainly think it's on, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure it's on, mate. I mean, we've got 2 massive games in Cass on Friday, and then Huddersfield the next Friday, and obviously Hud's in and around similar position to us. Cass are a little bit below us, so we're looking to build into that cup game. Obviously, it's a good draw, Wakey away. I've had some good games in the Challenge Cup before, and I really enjoy the competition. So like I'm really looking forward to it personally. And I know a lot of the boys are. A lot of the Aussie boys that have come over, they obviously they've not been in this sort of competition before, you know, a knockout Challenge Cup. So I think it'll be a good one, interesting one for them as well.